about the athlete and God's intervention. God's intervention can be simply enlightenment. You see how the sun is shining, the light is shining down on his head? To me, this is saying God's going to give him enlightenment. Because down here, even though she says she's not leaving, and they're arguing about it, there's nothing preventing the athlete or ex-athlete from leaving. Some may say, what about his finances? It could be intertwined in his living place that he bought, and she refuses to leave. Well, he could go to court, but he may not like what he hears. He may hear you're going to have to sell the property and split the money from the living situation, right? Even though he bought it with his own money, but she refuses to leave. So that's why it's going to be a tug of war. But God's going to enlighten him. God's intervention can be simply enlightenment about a situation. So he may be refusing to even take that part of enlightenment into consideration, which is going to hold him up from him moving on to have a better life. So until he really wants to let go of this property and the need for being right in a situation, because he doesn't have to deal with that, right? But he's holding on to him being right? So when I said God is going to intervene, the intervention can be simple as enlightenment. Maybe he's going to get to a point to where he really lets it go. Now, will she get karma? In some way, she will get karma. But that has nothing to do with him doing what he's supposed to do to move forward. Right? So, me saying God's intervention is going to intervene and help him out. He's going to keep enlightening him on moving on. He doesn't have to stay. He's choosing to stay because he feels he is right. But sometimes you could be right, but wrong at the same time. Okay? So I wanted to clarify God intervening on his behalf. He's going to keep enlightening him that the only way he can get his new beginning is if he leaves the situation, leave the property behind, if he wants his happiness. Now, he's going to get his share if she get half of the finances from the property and he gets half of the property from the situation. And he has to be fine with that. But he's going to get better once he does that and let the whole thing go.
Take what is, release what
all right, you guys.
In the end, it was never